Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentlemen podcast for Wednesday, July 28th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie. Joined alongside me, we have Uncle T-Bag, Tyler Sunt.
Hello.
And we have all day Eric Deshane in the house.
Hello.
Boys, we are back.
We're back.
After, what has it been, a week?
Week and a half.
Week and a half? Oh, damn.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, that was the one Friday, and all last week nothing, and then nothing Monday, and now today.
And here we are.
We're back.
I'm sure.
Scott's alive.
I'm alive.
Hooray, he's out of the sick bay.
Yay.
Yeah.
He's got to make a recovery.
Yeah, fuck. So yeah, I guess I don't know. We'll kind of just chat about why we've been gone and what we've been up to. I had pneumonia, and
That's fun.
Yeah, it was kind of out of the blue. I remember this was like I don't know if a couple weeks ago now, like on Wednesday night. All of a sudden I was just like, damn, I'm like freezing cold, and like my body was just like super achy. I was like walking around like an old man. I was like, I can't move my body. And then I like went to bed and then curled up like in a bundle, like a ball just to keep warm. And then wake up in the morning and I'm like sweating my balls off. And then like, I was like, man, I just like don't feel good. And I'm like coughing because like also that's when like the smoke was like really bad as well.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, I just don't feel good. I was like, I'm just gonna take the day off. I'm calling in. It was like Thursday, so I'm like, I'm not coming in to work. I'll probably come in tomorrow. And then Friday comes around. I was like, oh man, I still feel like shit, and I'm like feverish, and I'm sweating, and then I'll be like super cold, and then I'll be super hot again. And then I was like, well, maybe this is like COVID. Like I maybe just like I'm double vaccinated, but you can still
never
get
know.
COVID, and it might not just be like super deadly. You just might be messed up. So I went and got a COVID test. I came back as negative, and then I was like, all right, well, at least it's not COVID. It's some sort of flu bullshit.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, well, we'll just suffer through this. Saturday comes along, and I'm like, fuck, I'm still like feel like garbage. And at this point, like you guys, like I've gotten you guys to record the podcast on your own. I think at this point.
Yeah, we did one Friday show by ourselves. Yeah.
And it was funny because I remember Tyler said, he's like, hey Scott, do this thumbnail. You gave me like this like real crazy description. It was like, make yourself a space marine and you got acid splashing on yourself. And I was just like, man, fuck you. Like I like felt like so sick. I was like, I'm going to bed. Like I'll make a thumbnail tomorrow. And then I don't think I ended up doing it. But
You never did. No, that's all right.
So then I went to the hospital on Saturday, and it was just like the locum doctor because there was nobody on hand there in Elk Point, and they're like, hey, it's just like a flu, like keep fluids and blah blah blah, all this other stuff, drink a shit ton of Gatorade, all that other stuff. Like, all right, well, not much I can do about that. They did another COVID test, which I was like, I don't really need another COVID test, but whatever.
So when they're doing these COVID tests, are they doing the nose one, or are they doing just the...
Probably, right?
So the one I did in St. Paul was the nose one, and the one I did at the hospital was a throat swab one.
Oh, okay.
Really? Oh, they didn't. I thought that for the rapid test they have to use the one up the nose.
No,
the rapid results. Oh, okay.
I don't know. But of course I came back negative because I didn't have COVID.
Right.
And then I think Monday came. Yeah, Monday came. So that was when the actual doctor was in, and my mom made an appointment. It's like, all right, you're gonna go in and do blood work and do a chest X-ray. And I went in, and I was like just like super dehydrated, and they like had an impossible time like finding my veins to like get the blood out of me. So like I got poked probably like 4 or 5 times before they finally got some blood.
Did you bruise it all, or?
Oh yeah, I have like I don't know if you can see it on my hand, but I have a bruise on my hand.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That's why I think from where the IV went in and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So they're like, all right, well, they finally got the chest X-ray done. They got the blood work done, and I went to Elk Point to do that. And I was like, well, I'm going to my mom's house, my mom and dad's house, and I'm just gonna have a nap because I'm just gonna like pass out on the road if I drive home right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had lunch and like had some soup there, and then slept for a couple hours, and then I woke up and my mom texted me. She's like, "Yeah, you got to come back to the hospital. I think you have pneumonia." And I was just like, shit. So, ended up going back to the hospital. They hooked me up to an IV. So I spent 2 nights in the hospital. And I was like, I think it was like 6 6 IV bags or something like that.
Jeez, man.
It's like every 8 hours it like lasts essentially. But like after that, I was like, yeah, I feel pretty good now.
Because you got all your essential nutrients.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think like the big problem was that I was like really like also like low in sodium.
Yeah.
That was weird when you said that.
Insane to me.
Because Ichiban noodles is like your staple crop.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I'm low in sodium, and then like after those 2 days, went back home, and then here I've been. Now I'm on holidays, which is kind of weird because I was like sick for like a week right until like holidays now. I've been kind of slowly on the mend. Like I feel pretty much perfectly fine now, except for if I like I'll get a little winded a little bit easier than normal. So
we're
just doing some like walks around the block and stuff like that every day, just kind of get that back to where it was. But
okay, well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Smartens up.
Yeah,
Jeez,
that was
man.
kind of out of nowhere. I mean, it's like.
Oh.
Well,
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure with that smoke, that nothing didn't help with that either,
yeah.
and then everything else. Yeah, because that was right when it was super hazy here. It was just hard. Even I heard to breathe too, and I don't have like any lung issues or breathing issues. But even I was like, okay, this is pretty bad. I want to go for a walk or something, but I don't want to risk it because it's
right.
Yeah, now it's finally nice outside. The smoke's finally gone, but for that week there, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're supposed to have hot weather again this week, apparently. So that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing really new for me. Like we just kind of felt lost without you.
Yeah.
For a little bit there. I mean, we got to talk about Warhammer. Did you listen to the podcast at all?
Yeah.
Once you mentioned like what the thumbnail was like, well, I know what they're talking about in this. Podcast.
Well, the first half was all dedicated to you.
Yeah,
apparently, man. I heard about that, but
yeah, it's all praise to you.
That also deterred me from listening. I was like, I don't want to hear you guys talk about me.
I was like, oh, he's not here. We can just talk shit about him now. It's perfect. He won't be able to defend himself. It's perfect. We can just whatever. Yeah, so it was a pretty good podcast. It wasn't too bad. Eh?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. I tried hosting for the first time. I didn't mind it. So.
Yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All I heard was that you guys said I had syphilis.
Yeah.
And then you have to kind of walk it back. A couple days later, you're like, "This is actually serious."
I was
like, oh, no more joking. Like, this is like 2 nights in the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got. I said you ended up getting syphilis because you went on some online dating apps. Some sketch out and you got syphilis, and then now you've got like a cone on your head and cloth gloves, so you can't touch yourself. Because it's pretty bad. I thought it was pretty good. That's why I wanted you to have like the Space Marine suit and you got like syphilis and stuff and put like a cone on.
Cone on your head. Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
I didn't realize like you were fucking.
You're done.
Dead.
On death's door.
Yeah. Make this a super elaborate thumbnail in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
We can put it tomorrow morning.
I didn't tell him like just do it. I'm like, hey, I got. It's more of like an idea if you wanted to. And then he just sent that. He sent that GIF like, it's a big frown. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Might have been a bit much. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have stretched a little bit there. Yeah.
But here we are.
We're back. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt weird not doing that. I mean, it was kind of nice to take a break, but it just felt like hopefully like nobody's like gonna give up on us after this or anything or wondering or whatever. But no.
Yeah.
So it's good to be back.
To me, like this like past week and a half has just been like a blur. So it's just like I don't know.
For sure.
Like I know like we haven't recorded, but like also doesn't feel like it's been a long time since we recorded last, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Just jumping back into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it has been a while because I just came back from a 4-day holiday myself and look home seeing some family. So
how was that?
Yeah, that was really good. It was really nice seeing everybody together, and you don't realize how many nephews and nieces you have now, and then 2 more on the way. Fuck, man, like it just spreading. the sun virus everywhere.
How many do you have in
Yeah.
total now?
Okay, hold on. I got so in Zach and Carrie's family, there's going to be 4, and then Kirk and Shelby
They have
2,
4 already? Oh my god.
and 4. So there's 10. And then if we include Leia into the clan, we adopt her into the clan. That's 11 kids.
11 kids. Holy
That's
moly.
11. That's fucking nuts,
I
man.
can get over
That's
carrying.
how a small family survives.
Spread the
Every 9
genes. Yeah.
months. Let's
Yeah.
go.
A lot of birthday presents there.
That's an oddity nowadays. That's rarely you see like families have like 3 or even 4 kids nowadays. Now it's 1 or 2,
Yeah.
and that's usually it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
We
wow.
gotta, yeah. I think it's a good bloodline. We should get her going.
Yeah.
It's
Spread
pretty
more of the
decent.
Aryan
Interesting
genes
characters.
there. Yeah.
That's right. Spread the Aryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't win by sheer force, attrition. Attrition will get you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got to wait it out. We'll get you in the end.
I have to bring up also, right? Tyler's awesome mustache that he has going on.
Oh
right now.
yes, that's right.
Yep. See, that's all it took was one compliment from Scott, and I'm like, you know what? I want the mustache back.
It's awesome.
Carly's like, please don't do it. Please don't. My biological dad had a mustache. My stepdad had a mustache. Every time I kiss you, I think about my dad. I'm like, well, fuck. Sorry. It's tough, I guess. Yeah. And then I came into work and everybody was just like, they didn't even know what to say. They were just like, you look like that weird coach. That's like a hard ass, but kind of creepy at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then another one of my friends, Nicole. Eric knows Nicole.
Yeah,
She thinks
Nicole,
she's
yeah.
pretty great. Got the pervy, greasy mustache thing going on. Suits me. I'm like, oh, thanks. I don't know if that's a compliment or what it is, but
Makes
I
you
don't
like look more distinguished or something. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
distinguished.
Something about it. There's something about it that I just like.
You see a little bit of Tom, not Tom's. What's
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck? Yes, Tom Sega. Like,
Yeah,
not Tom
right.
Sega.
Now that man has a beautiful mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A little darker
He's
on there.
like
We're good to go. Yeah.
Monarch
So.
butterfly on his lip, just beautiful.
I tried that. I don't have that. I don't get any hair right here. So
You're like Scott. You got a little bit of a gap there.
Yeah,
Hey? Just a little bit. I mean, it's dark and it's thick, and it's very sharp. Your mustache.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Very distinct.
it's down there
It's like
nice, but it's right here.
It's like a Frenchman thing, I think.
It is a French thing. Yeah.
Totally.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I got the European kind of fluffy, whatever. But
Those
I want to do
Aryan
the
genes,
Marcus
man.
Kruber. I wanted to have that.
Oh,
little,
yeah.
curl on the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Colonel Custer.
Like handlebars.
Yeah.
I did for a little
You
bit, and
did,
it's
yeah.
weird. It's weird. I look like somebody I used to work with, and I'm like, I am not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start looking like other people that you know. It's like,
Mhm.
nah, I'm not doing that. No thanks. The mustache makes it, like Scott said, I guess a little bit distinct, so that's kind of nice.
You just gotta
I don't have to shave it too.
You just gotta get like a haircut and then like slick it back or something like that.
I took a shower today and I had it slicked all the way back, like just I don't know. It was weird. It was really weird. Like one of those 70s porn stars with like the slick, greasy, sweaty hair peeled all the way back.
Yeah.
Good old Ron Jeremy. Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
See, I'm done with facial hair. I want to shave this off, like probably tonight after we're done this podcast, and shave this off. I'm sick of it already, and I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Mine gets so sharp and so like straight, and just it itches so much. I can't stand it.
You just gotta push past that point. Like
I hate that.
it's like a cliff. You just like, and then once it goes over, then you're fine.
And it's long enough here, but where it's just in the way of the mouth. I'm like, yeah, no, this is coming off tonight. I can't stand this.
I baby oil and just lather it up.
Yeah.
That was
You're not supposed to use beard oil unless you have like really long beard.
Mhm.
Apparently.
Like yours.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your rainforest you got growing under your chin.
and
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, I
trying to
just kind of
think.
like let this go. I was like,
I think when I first met you, you didn't have the beard, but I don't have memory of you now, Scott, without the beard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think maybe when I first met you, you didn't have much of a beard, but now
You had a little bit. Like a little
Yeah.
one. You had a
For a while, I was rocking like just kind of like a goatee.
maybe it was that all you had, but yeah,
Um,
now it's always been that large.
Because I used to
beard
never
now.
be able to like kind of grow it in, kind of like on the sides here.
Yeah.
And that was super annoying. And then until one day, my balls dropped, and no, I don't know. Yeah.
Your voice changed and you went through some changes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know, like just eventually just grew in eventually, and then
That's like mine. Like I honestly could not grow facial hair. Like it came out in patches. Like my goatee down where my chin is, like two little patches here, and then like little line, like just like the Michael Cera mustache thing, like just a really greasy, prickly mustache. And as soon as I turned like 30, 31, then it just
yeah.
yeah, it's good now. Well, I mean, still like
when
I was really hoping for sideburns. I like sideburns, but I just get long pubic hairs, like strings coming out. That's all I got for that. But
like when I do shave, like go to like, you know, down to baby skin or whatever. I just look like, to me, I look like a fat turtle or something like that. So I hate that look. I'm just like, all right, I need to, like when I like dressed up as Walter for Halloween last year, even that just having like the chin strap, or whatever, was like, fuck, I hate this, and then I ended up having to like renew my license at that time, so like my license is just like me like with some weird ugly chin strap. I was like, this is horrible. Like, what is this?
That is amazing. When I'm clean shaved, I look like a freaking serial killer rapist or something.
Like you don't now, or
I look creepy now. I don't look like I'm gonna murder somebody now, though.
Yeah, it looks like someone has a roll of duct tape in their back pocket just in case.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks.
You're welcome, bud.
Fuck.
Sorry.
And then Eric won't be on our next podcast. What happened to Eric? I don't know.
Oh, he's in a hole somewhere. I don't know. Yeah.
He's in Uncle Teabag's tavern in the closet somewhere.
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric looks good with like a, like just kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow. Like
that's when it doesn't look
there's
too
that
bad.
picture of you that I've used like a few times in Photoshop, where I think it's like a old profile picture of you like with a dog or something like that.
Oh yeah, it was my old Coco. Yeah.
Yeah, where you have just a good
just
amount
enough
of stubble,
yeah.
and I was like,
yeah.
Eric looks good in this fucking picture.
Yeah, that's one of my better looking photos. Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
No, I prefer to be clean shaven all the time. I can't stand like here, especially like, down itches on the neck and everything else. Like, yeah, I can't stand this. The neck beard, it's like, yeah, no, that's going off. And it gets so thick down here and thin up here, and
yeah.
Not worth it. And lately, I'm finding too, it's so gray and white nowadays too as well. That drives me up the wall. I look in the mirror, wash my face. I'm like, oh, why do I have this on here? I see random white and orange hairs that's sticking out. Like, ugh, gross. Getting old, man. Sucks.
I'll get that every once in a while, just like a pure silver hair.
Yeah.
It's like out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't miss
this?
that. Yeah, you pull it out, you look at it, it's like it's platinum white. Like, whoa, frick. Whoa.
Is this the X-Men gene? Oh, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never had that in my facial hair. I got lots of grays in my main hair, but not in here yet.
No, yeah.
Lucky.
Lucky yous, yeah. No, I'm so thin. I'm debating even shaving my head now too. I find my hair is so thin up top too. I'm going bald so fast. That's like, yeah, what's the point
You just gotta
anymore?
like sweep it to the side like how I do.
Yeah.
Do this, like,
could try, but I mean, look at that forehead though. Like that's a fucking dome.
Hey, man, I got. You want to talk about foreheads?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I got 5 head, man.
You're doing pretty good, Tyler.
I'm doing all right so far. I'm pretty lucky.
Tyler's got a good hair. That's for sure.
Our genetics are a little bit wonky. Like on my dad's side, I think they have receding hairlines and a bald spot in the back.
Yeah.
And then on my mom's side, all of them are gray before they're like 26, 27. So I'm actually really lucky that I didn't get either of those. I'm starting to gray a little bit, but and I got my full head of hair. So that's why I always say like I'm the milkman's son for sure. I have to be.
I don't know, but all your siblings look all alike. So either you're all the milkman's son or
not my dad's son.
No, your dad's son. It's because you all look alike.
My dad's son. Sounds like an album name.
But yeah, my niece's graph photos came out here a few weeks ago and looked through them, and there's photos of me and her for the photos, and I'm like, why does my hair look? This way the reflection was with the sun. I have like a giant bald spot on my head, but just the way they looked, it was just how it was. I'm like, these look freaking terrible, right? It's like I know, Tanya, kind of on that because just I had like a giant spot right on my top of my head. Like I have no hair right there for some reason. It just looks weird. I'm like, frick. Oh well.
Chrome dome.
Either my hair is super thin you can see right through it and just see my scalp, or just the way that light was that day. Yeah.
You wouldn't look too bad with bald head, I don't think.
I know. I did it once before. I didn't mind it. So, but that was probably.
Maybe just like a buzz cut.
Yeah, it was mostly just a buzz
Buzz
cut.
it down.
Back in volleyball days, just to keep it up and travel, and just screw it. Why have long hair? Just keep a buzz cut the whole time and going all over that way. It was easier to maintain.
I like buzz cuts. That was
Mm-hmm.
that was the go-to for my mom when we were
Mm-hmm.
little. Have all 4 of us boys on chairs lined up, and she would just have the clippers all over our
Mm-hmm.
heads. It'd be good to go.
Yeah,
But
same growing up too. It was mostly just a buzz cut the whole time.
yeah,
It wasn't until I was an adult where I kind of had it, was able to style it and everything else. Growing as a kid, I didn't care. I always wore a hat or just didn't bother. Always a buzz cut.
See, and that's fine too. I just get a buzz cut. Like, why style my hair?
Mm-hmm.
And then my grandma's like, "PV, stop shaving your head. You look like a fucking convict." Convict.
Convict.
Convict. Jesus. Yeah.
I had like one buzz cut one time, I think like in grade 2. And I was like, I absolutely hated it, so I never got one again.
Mm-hmm.
Used to like was it like a Caesar or something? Like where it's kind of like.
Oh yeah,
the
Arnold Schwarzenegger action hero.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much.
Yeah, like Duke Nukem cut.
Oh yeah,
I got that. And I got the haircut for like 25 years or something like that, until like finally like the new barber like shop opened up, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna ask them. I'm like, my hair's long. You can do something with it. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. Like every time I like pick up my own haircut, it looks like shit. So
yeah.
They're like, all right, we'll give you a good haircut. And then like they cut my hair, and I'm like, oh wow, this is like the best haircut I've ever had.
There you go. Yeah, they're really good. That's
ever since they did come into town. I will agree with you 110% because I went to the barbershop and I came back and I used to have it on my profile photo. One of my coworkers took a picture of me. She's like, dude, stand by that sign and look that way. Oh yeah. Picture of it. She's like, you look honestly majestic. Like you don't even look like yourself normally. I'm like, oh, thank you. I look like a completely different person. That's perfect. And it was incredible. And I've been trying to replicate it ever since.
Yeah.
But like,
it was a one-time thing. Yeah.
It's crazy when you get somebody. I'm just like, yeah, dude, just make me look. However, he's like, well, you got a long face. You've got long hair. It's relatively thick. I feel like keeping it long on the top, blah blah blah. And he just styled it after too. And I'm just like, man, this feels like more like $100 haircut than a $25 haircut. Because man, you just like made me look. Like, you brought me from a 2 to a 3.5, like so fast. It was perfect.
Yeah,
and
I've been going
at
there
work
too.
was just like, oh my god, they wanted to like take pictures. I'm like, man, did I honestly look that bad before? Like, fuck you guys.
Wow.
So that was a sweet cut though. And I tried to keep like that too. I like even when I went to bed that night, I'm like laying down, I'm like making sure I don't disturb my hair. But you know, when you get that perfect cut, it's like, and you're trying to replicate it, like with the comb and the gel. And what kind of gel did you use? I went back there with an old coworker of mine, Jeff. He's like, oh, let's swap by there. I got to get some stuff. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, the hair gel that you use for that. He's like, oh, well, the stuff that I order this stuff special and whatever, but you can use this stuff. It's the same thing. And it was like, it's not the same thing. Even though I'm sure it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah,
no.
I just don't
how
know
he
what
did
the
it,
hell
right?
I'm doing. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had like a horse brush and he had a fucking comb and he's just like pushing, comb it and push and comb it to give it like volume on the front. I'm like, I don't know how you did that. Like he's like a sculptor, man. Oh,
that's their job.
I loved it. Yeah, it's nice. No. Why are we talking about hair for such a long time? This is crazy.
Hey, well,
I don't even care about hair, but now that I think about it,
chatting bullshit.
Yeah, it's true.
We didn't come in here with a topic, and that's just what happens.
We're just happy to be Scott back. That's all. So yeah,
that's right. It is nice to have you back.
Mm-hmm.
We were lost, leaderless.
Mm-hmm. We lost sheep.
That's right.
Other shepherd.
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys probably could have managed. You were just lazy.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that's about 80% of it.
You're not wrong, and to a certain extent, yeah.
Oh, that's why you need a leader. It's like, hey, we're doing this. It's like, okay, let's go.
Okay, yeah.
You useless bastards. Yeah.
Oh well, it was nice to have a break, even though my break was kind of shitty.
Here's
whatever.
Not really
it wasn't really. Yeah, it was a different kind of break. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was kind of nice, but it's nice to be back too, though. Doing this again.
Back to the tavern, cool. Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah. Kind of hard to believe that summer's like halfway done already, which is crazy. End of July already.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it'll be
It's
snow on
nuts.
the ground and
Stop it.
freezing our asses off. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Want to take my camper out for one more good run.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we do have finally. I think we're all kind of getting together. here
Organized for it. Yep. That'd be nice to
in a
have that.
couple weeks, which will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It will.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be a good one. Be a doozy. Yeah.
And we still have to record our skit at some point.
Yes,
yeah.
we do. We do. We do.
Thought
Got
about that for a
couple
while.
couple
That's
more
right.
props that we still have to get, and then yeah, that'll be a
Mhm.
treat.
Nice.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
that will be fun. That's gonna be good. I'm
Mhm.
very excited.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
I guess episode 100 is delayed for a little while.
A little
Few-
while.
couple
Only
episodes.
a week or so. Yeah. So
Oh well, that's all
Mhm.
good.
Well, even to think that we're even close to 100 episodes already, that just blows my mind.
we put them out there, man. We
That
go.
we've had this much stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the start the podcast was like an hour and a half, and then our
Yeah.
Star Wars script thing was like 2 hours almost. Like,
Yeah.
holy fuck, that's nuts.
Yeah. So
It's fun though.
yeah.
It's fun.
I think we figured it out now. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting how we started out one a week, hour and a half, hour and a half, and then it was like, all right, let's do 5.
Yeah.
a week.
1 to 5.
Oh.
And
That
then
was
we
almost
did that for
exhausting.
a while too.
That was it was for at least a month, almost 2, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yep.
doing 5 a week. And that was daunting. Yeah. Oof.
Yep.
And then it's like, all right, let's roll it back.
Dial it back a little bit. Yeah.
Make a
But
shift.
yeah, you think of it though, like most people just do the 1 a week, and the 100 episodes, like, yeah, it's like 2 years. That's a big deal. But
Yeah.
shit, we do 3 a week still, and we get
Yeah,
100
those are
episodes.
rookie numbers.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Fun stuff.
actually, I forgot. I was gonna mention that I did something cool kind of today. I recorded a ad spot for a radio station that my dad works at,
Mhm.
and yeah, they asked me to do. It was like some visit downtown Calgary or something like that, like some sort of
Oh.
commercial for that.
Oh
So I was
shit.
like, all right,
Cool.
I'll take a crack at it. So then they did it, and I like recorded it, and like, yeah, this is great, and they quickly like put it together, put some music on it, and it was like, here you go. Like, all right, can you also like try and do like some station liners for us and stuff like that? So I did a bunch of station liners. I sent that kind of right at 5:00, so I probably won't hear about it till tomorrow. But it's
Wow.
kind of interesting to do that kind of stuff again after
Yeah, it's good to hear.
a while.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's sweet, man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's awesome.
So if you're
I
in the
wanna
Calgary area
Mhm.
and listening to the Cree radio station, you might hear me on the radio.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of interesting thing that happened to me today. But
That's awesome.
yeah. But
There you go.
I guess we're at time. Unless you guys want to
Yeah, it's
say anything
it's
else.
good. Good to be back.
Speak now
is.
or forever hold your peace until Friday.
Till Friday.
Until-
Yeah.
All
No,
right,
I'll save it for Friday. Yeah.
cool.
Good.
I think Friday, are we going to do a monthly wrap up Friday? I think.
We should, because I was gonna
yeah.
say, I'd like to talk about the season finale of Loki.
Yes, there's a few things we'll talk about there too. Yeah, for
Loki,
sure.
and probably talk
some of the
about Black
movies that I
Widow.
watched.
Black Widow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Black Widow. I want to talk about. I want to talk about Fear Street that I watched. The 3-part series on Netflix. Yeah,
And I
there's a
wa-
few things.
And I watched
Street.
all of Ted Lasso.
Yes.
I
think
saw your
about that one,
status on
too.
Facebook.
Yeah, right now it's like if you have a PlayStation, you can get 6 months of Apple TV Plus for free.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I might have
You-
to check that out because
you
they
just
have
have-
some good shit on it.
Yeah, you just have to put a credit card on file, but they won't charge you until 6 months later. But
6 months later. Yeah.
You just sign up, then you cancel.
pretty
Nice.
much. Yeah.
Nice. That's
Oh,
what
it's
I do
all
on
Ted
Amazon.
Lasso. It's like 10 episodes, and they're all
Mhm.
half hour each.
I heard that it's really good. So yeah.
I heard it's good. I've heard almost all the original stuff on there is pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'll talk about that Friday.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool,
We got
good,
that
yeah.
to look forward to. It's good to be back. Thank you all for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast and you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. That would really help us out. And if you're listening on a podcast service, give us a positive rating and subscribe to the feed. And then head over to our Facebook page. Like the page, and then ask us a question for Ask Us Anything Monday. It's going to be the return episode of that. So Hopefully, we get a lot of questions for that. That should
Yes,
To have that, yeah.
should be a
Looking-
fun one. So
Looking forward to
yes.
that. Yeah.
hell yeah. Well, there you go. Until then, we'll see you Friday. Have a good one.
Good day.
See you guys.